Let's get you now images coming in of protests that have broken out in Nepal. These are pro-monarchy protests which have been blocked by the Nepal police. Images coming in from Kathmandu, where you see the former King Gyanendra's party on the warpath, and it's led to a showdown on the streets as the Nepal Prime Minister has actually warned the former King Gyanendra and his party, but to no avail. You're seeing scores of them gathered on the streets of Kathmandu as they're being blocked off by police officials. There are images also coming in of violence that have broken out as a result of this protest. Rohit Singh is joining us with more details on this. Rohit, just break down for us why we're seeing this kind of protests across Nepal currently.
Well, Akshita, India Today is reporting live from Kathmandu at this point of time, and on the streets of Kathmandu you can see that several supporters of the Rashtriya Prajatantrik Party, this is the political party of the former King Gyanendra, they have once again hit the streets here today and are demanding that all the top leaders of the party who were arrested in the last 2 days following the protest and the struggle that took place on Friday, all those top leaders should be released. And see, it's a confrontation which is going on here. You can see here these supporters trying to move forward, but the police has stopped them, not allowing them to move any further, and it's a confrontation like situation here which is being witnessed here on the streets of Kathmandu. Here we see these are live pictures what we are showing you from Kathmandu, that several police personnel trying to stop all these supporters who are trying to move forward. And what they are demanding is that all the top leaders who have been arrested in the last couple of days, they should be released. All the cases that have been slapped against these leaders, those cases should be taken back. And also, they are demanding the resignation of the incumbent government and Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli. And on Friday, the kind of struggle we witnessed on the streets of Kathmandu, in which 2 people lost their lives and several were injured, including the police personnel as well as the protesters. It was covered worldwide, and India Today is reporting live here from Kathmandu, showing the entire protest march which has once again triggered here, and the security personnel here have stopped them, trying to hold them back, but these protesters are not in a mood to relent. They are completely in a defiant mode, and they are all demanding that the monarchy should be restored in Nepal. They are also demanding that the status of Hindu Rashtra should be restored in Nepal. And you can see here, these pictures speaks volume regarding the kind of sentiments which is right now present on the streets. They are shouting Murdabad slogans against the incumbent government, and the situation is extremely volatile right now. Akshita.
Okay, Rohit, I'm just going to come back to you. Let's listen in to what, in fact, the Nepal Prime Minister has to say about this current protest.
त्यसको लगत्तै ठाउँ-ठाउँमा स्वागत कार्यक्रम राख्दै जनमत भड्काउने काम सुरु गरियो। प्रारम्भिक अध्ययनमा यी सबै घटनाले स्पष्ट पार्छ पूर्व राजा ज्ञानेन्द्र शाहले संविधानको ऐतिहासिक निर्णयपछि भएको सम्झौताको उल्लङ्घन गर्नुभएको छ। यस देशमा सबैले संविधान मान्नुपर्छ, व्यवस्था मान्नुपर्छ। हल्ला गरेको भरमा राजनीति र संसद सबैलाई अवरोध गर्ने काम गर्न मिल्दैन। आपराधिक घटनामा संलग्न कसैले पनि उन्मुक्ति पाउनुहुन्न। यसमा पूर्व राजा शाहले पनि उन्मुक्ति पाउनुहुन्न।
Let me take this back across to Rohit, who's tracking those protests live in Kathmandu for us. Rohit, this is perhaps the most sustained, most aggressive agitation that we're seeing in Nepal since 2008. What really has been the spark? What's got so many people out there on the streets, Rohit?
Well, absolutely. Since 2008, when the status of monarchy was abolished in Nepal, ever since then we have been seeing that there has been some small protest that takes place, but this time it seems that the situation is extremely volatile, and repeatedly we are seeing in the last couple of months that such protests are taking place where the supporters of the royal rule, the supporters of the monarchy are hitting the streets continuously and hitting out at the incumbent government, demanding restoration of monarchy in the Himalayan kingdom, and also wanting that the status of a secular government, which Nepal right now enjoys, that should end, and the status of a Hindu Rashtra should be restored in Nepal. So this is basically the demand of these supporters, and this demand in the last few days has been intensifying, and now on Friday the kind of violence that was witnessed on the streets of Kathmandu, once again today we are seeing something very similar, but this time no stone pelting taking place, or the police is also not taking much action, but there is a state of confrontation that is being seen on the streets of Kathmandu, where the supporters of Rashtriya Prajatantrik Party, that's the party of the former King Gyanendra, and they are hitting the streets and demanding restoration of the monarchy in Nepal, and they are really taking on the incumbent government, taking on the police also to ensure that the demands are met. Back to you, Akshita.
Rohit, for getting us that ground report. We're going to be tracking the latest coming in from Nepal as protests have gripped this particular area. We've seen this before in 2008. Since then, this is the largest, most widespread agitation seeking monarchy be re-established in Nepal.